Are you someone who is a skeptic when it comes to manifestation? I've got a story for you, and it's real, and I've got proof, and it's so exciting. So my name is Esther de Charon de Saint-Germain. I am an art historian and a psychic mentor and the founder of the Archetypal Real You. And I'm going to share a real story about, and it comes with proof, how I manifested everything on my list. Okay, so here's the story. So let's go back to 2016. Really trying, giving it my all to create an online business. And so even though I'd been a consultant for years, I found the whole online business thing incredibly hard, and as a result I was sort of suffering because I worked and I did whatever I thought I needed to do and nothing worked. It's just like I just kept trying. I'm way too afraid to ask anything in return. I once went to Berlin to record a whole bunch of videos, and then I spent all the money and everything that I thought I needed to do, and I gave it all away. Oh, like these are this is stuff that we created, and it was really cool, and with beautiful superheroes that I had created for everyone. So at the end of this free week, I didn't get a single client. I made zero money, like absolutely nothing, because I just didn't know how to go from creating to selling and asking for the money. I thought, I'm going to create, I'm going to bring it in, I'm going to create an altar. And I invited people to work with me on creating the altar. It was like 5 days, and in those 5 days we created something every day that ultimately looked like this. So what it had different elements. This is like the foot of the altar, right? And then this is a thing that you can actually just take with you. This is what I created in March 2016. And it's all created from layers of papers, and there's gesso, and then there is this little stick in here that you can take out. Can you see this? It's made with gold paint, and there are all kinds of rituals, and it still looks beautiful, right? I mean, it's created in 2016. And there was this whole process of how to work with the colors and with the paint, and the explanation of how to do it and how to get the gesso in and how to do the layers. And one of the really important part was that it's being created in a state of like meditation. Because the thing is, my brain can only do one thing, ADHD, and so I cannot explain and paint or draw at the same time. It's either or. So what happened was that this whole meditative state, right? When you are not thinking about what it should look like, or if it should be beautiful, or if it should be this, or it should be that. It was just really calming and nurturing and grounding effect of adding layer after layer after layer. And then there was the whole adding images, I have enough and I am enough, and then the writing of the little love notes, like all the things that we wanted to bring into our lives. And so it was a really beautiful experience. Now, here's the thing, hold on, because I've got proof. So this is this beautiful little owl that a client created for me. look how beautiful it is. It stood on my altar, and it was like this. So, and then every time I had manifested something, I just had this little bowl under the altar, like it was in the bookshelf. So then I added the thing that I got, went into the bowl, okay? And then I actually completely forgot about the bowl. And like yesterday, I thought, let's see what is in the bowl. And let's see, because apparently I have all these thingies, I've manifested them. They're here. And so let's see what's in there. So what's this? It says, a wonderful new car for me or better. So, can you see that? So, I had the new car. It was not a new car, by the way. It was like an old Saab that someone gave to me. So, in the pocket. Then, oh, this is fun. Because it says 100,000 off or more. And then I made that a note of the universe. And then apparently I have added, can you see that? I've added an extra 100 so that it becomes a million. Because when I had my first 100K year, which was about 9 months later, it was like, pew. And I made very little money in those times, in those days, because I was just doing all the free stuff. But apparently, and that is the magic of creative manifestation, something clicked, and it happened. So then it says very good health, fit and loved. And then I made, which is actually, I became more and more fit and healthy. So then a ragdoll cat or better. And the better is that I had a Maine Coon and a ragdoll. Both came on my way through via friends, and so got them. Then what does it say? 50 plus months. There's a whole bunch of, apparently every time when I had it, it's 1,500 women on my list, this or better, and 50 plus women in my real you. Oh, I had almost 500 by now. So that is, oops, this thingy in the pocket. Then every year a new Apple laptop, camera, video and printer or better. I don't have a printer yet though, but the rest, got it. It's here. And still, remember, right? There was like nothing worked, and there was no way I could see any change at the horizon. So then a wonderful, loving, uplifting relationship with my husband, who, by the way, I think 1.5 years later, 2 years later, a little bit more, became part of my business. So we're doing this together, which is also something that I would never have guessed in a million years. Then, a never-ending stream of best art supplies and lessons. Got it? There is a whole bunch of art stuff over here. Then cleaning lady and an amazing assistant or better. Oh, I need to do it like this, right? So cleaning lady and amazing assistant. I got my first assistant, I think 9 months later, and then it became a second, and until I had a whole team. And I also had the cleaning lady. So, in the pocket. Then, for my son, money for school, money for the bus, for everything that is needed to voorzien, it's in Dutch. Om Abe te voorzien van alles dat goed is voor hem. And guitar lessons. So it's everything that is needed to so that he has everything that he needed to go to the best school with the bus and all the money and stuff, and definitely everything. He's studying history right now, and he is living near his university and everything. So, mission accomplished. Even though there were a lot of struggles back then. Then, a family trip to Paris. And it also said that we needed to go to Japan and Vietnam or Thailand. I haven't been there, so actually this one should go back. But Paris definitely happened a year later. And imagine, nothing worked back then. Then, time and money for yoga lessons and art classes. The whole hair thingy is because of the cats, because there is cat hair, no matter how often there is cleaning stuff going on. I wanted art classes, operas, concerts, beauty, hairdresser. Oh, hairdresser. Yeah. Oh, a massage, beauty, stuff. All things that I couldn't afford back then. So, definitely got it all. And then I wanted books, and clothes and shoes and what's the last thing? Oh, boots, bags. Well, of course, got it all. So, this is everything. It's actually, it's quite something, right? Got everything. And I've been doing this several times actually. Before, when I was really single, and I thought there was no way I would ever get a husband. There was no way I will ever get a house. There's no way that I will ever become a mother. And then, because I did something, I got it. In like, when you're like rock bottom and you think it's never going to happen, and then it happened. So, what did I do? Because that's the big question, right? I'm going to create a couple of videos about how I did that, because it's such a great way, and everyone can do this, but you do need a little bit of how to. But the foundation, understand why it's not happening, and understand that there are a couple of things that you need to, and I need to overcome in order for new stuff to come towards you. So that means that there need to be, that healing is understanding. It starts with understanding that some things that you really want are not happening. So why, and so it's all about self-love and self-care and making that unapologetical. Because here's the thing. So this is something that we do all the time. When something is not working, something is not coming towards us, we are tempted to work harder. which is something that you learn in most of all those business programs, like work, 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 work. And I have found in all those years that every time I fall for the work, 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 it's just not happening. I get stuck, nothing happens, and that is because there is a utter and total and complete lack of unapologetically taking care of you, of your heart, of your health, of your time, of your well-being. And I'm not talking bubble bath, right? I'm talking creating and reading and everything that helps you to come alive. Because here's the thing. If we keep going, if we don't give ourselves time, if we are like doom scrolling like crazy, we cut ourselves off from the thing that we need the most, which is getting all these little messages from our archetypes and our guides and ancestors and nature, because we're just like this. And the whole thing is that you do this. You're going to open up to anything that's possible. So one is becoming aware of why it's not working. That's one. Then two is it's actually writing down what it is that you want more than anything. But here is the big but. Instead of just typing it in your phone like, oh, on my notes, I want this and I want that, you make this into a ritual. So ritual is super duper important. Meaning that this thing, creating this, is a ritual. It's something that it takes time. But, like one, is you need to grant yourself some time to really go through the process. By the way, I have added all the old 2016 lessons with the archetype quiz that goes with it in a free program. So I leave the link in my description because you can get it now. It's all there and it's really cool, even though it's 2016, but it worked, right? So you can try this out for yourself. So a ritual is where you start creating something with your hands, if possible, where you use art and color and real attention to literally almost draw it into your life. So not you can make a list, but the more attention you've got to the whole creation part, the better this works. And so this is definitely proof. You do not need to be an artist. Everyone is creative, so that's not the thing. It could also be make a beautiful list and just draw little flowers. You don't need to buy an expensive set of pencils or paint or whatever. Just make it yours, make it small. And your eyes need to see it, your hands need to feel it, your body needs to feel it, and it needs to become part of you. About the eyes, hand coordination, and you need to create it with your hands. The next one is gratitude. So gratitude is very much an abundant magnet. It can be really small. It can be, oh, I love how soft my skin is. Or it can be, I'm so grateful for the taste of this food or the coffee or something. So something small. And then it is being completely open to every message from nature and out there and anything. So that is why your archetype is really important, because your archetype, so there are 12 archetypes. We work with the Jungian archetypes in a completely different way than anyone else, but we use the archetypes to communicate with the outside world, because that's the magic of archetypes. So your archetypes can help you bring in the things. Your archetypes can help you, make you aware of the thing that you would otherwise not see. So it's just like all your little helpers. And then it's ultimately really taking care of your altar or your little note or whatever. Taking your desires, the thing that you deeply want, like desire, taking it serious. And take yourself serious. And then you will see that things will start to move, or even you get everything, like really, really everything that is on your altar or on your list, and then bring it into your life. So try it out. I've got it all in my free program, and I will add more videos because I got all kinds of really cool books and stuff and information about how you can use the archetypes and art and creativity to bring in everything that you desire. So I hope you like this. Give me a like, please, and a subscribe, please, and start creating your art right now, today, because it will shift everything. Okay, bye.